Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually got a little bit of a fake out by Sony, which is actually somewhat outside of the usual norm of what's going on with the PlayStation 5 restock. So I kind of want to go and bring this to attention because if it happens now, it could always happen again. It's actually the first time it's actually happened in quite a few months too as well. But we actually did have a little bit of a PlayStation drop going on with the PlayStation Direct. But like I said, that did go into a few little kind of weird things we should probably be note of for in the future as well. If any of you guys got lucky throughout either one of the drops all throughout today for Target or the PlayStation Direct, let me know in the comment section down below. Though the one thing that kind of does go in stink on both of that is that it did kind of seem like both those drops were a little bit on the mediocre side. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Not too good, but at least we did have something. This entire week was a little bit more on the blast side. You guys will probably hear me go and rant about it in our next video a little bit more, but I wanted to keep you guys up to date on what kind of changed, how it changed, and how this might be affecting up future PlayStation Direct drops. And at least, like I said, at least we had some movement all throughout today, besides the big boy Best Buy that is once again just disappointing all of us. So I'm probably gonna imagine too as well before we do a little quick little YouTube sellout. If you guys are still on the waiting side for Best Buy, at this point, it's probably outside of its drop window. So once again, another kind of somewhat depressing week when it comes to Best Buy. But at least it should be dropping soon, and all these types of days that keep on waiting for it just means that there's even bigger stock floating around for the next upcoming drop. So it might be sad in the current moment, but maybe next week we'll have a really good week because, well, we're just extremely overdue. But yeah, so if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on the channel itself. We may actually have an update for that for you guys in case you guys are curious in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. As well, we have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. I always make sure to try my best to tweet out the PS Directs. I even had on this one, so make sure you guys are following up the Twitter, Twitch stream. Just want to hang out and chill. Probably actually doing a little bit of a nice little, little tonight as well. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below, like the video. And also, like I said, if you guys got the hookup, let us know. But let's go talk about this. So we actually did have a somewhat surprised PlayStation Direct drop going on that happened today, which let's talk about this because this is actually something that hasn't happened in months. And you guys might think like, oh, it was just like 2 weeks ago. No, this has actually not happened for a very, very long time, which kind of opens up the window for maybe even more fun stuff in the future. We also got a little bit trolled too as well, and we'll kind of talk about that. So what has kind of changed or how this has kind of been like kind of cool? Like I'm talking 4 months ago, 3 months ago, the PlayStation Direct as per random times would sometimes go live at any point between maybe around like 1 p.m. to around 6 p.m. Randomly, we would go and see the PlayStation Direct go live, be done, be active, and you'd have a chance to enter it into a queue and raffle system to go and win your console. I'm sure a lot of you guys at this point know what a PlayStation Direct is. But basically, back in the day, it used to be a little bit more random. It used to be like, we kind of didn't know when to expect it. The drop times are kind of weird. We just didn't know. And then now, for probably the past, I'd say like 10 to maybe 12 PlayStation Directs, every single time we had an email alert the day before, which would mean that basically Sony would send out emails to a select list of individual folks and be like, hey, you got lucky. Here you have an individual queue link for anyone else who also received this invite link for 2 hours by yourself. You have an individual invite link. You go to that link and you would join it and you'd be good. And then if we had leftover stock, which most of the time, like 80% of the time we did, there would be an open queue right afterwards. So that would be like a good system. We at least knew as a confirmed restock, and then we knew it was usually the next day or 2 days later, because people usually got the email, like say it was a drop on the 17th, they'd get the email on the 15th or the 16th. So it's actually a really nice indicator, and then usually it was 2 hours after that if there is stock left over. But now we actually did something that happened a lot at the very, very start of all these PlayStation 5 restocks, where it finally did an individual queue by itself for the public for both consoles. Now, why is this cool? Why is this surprising or whatever? This has not happened in like 4 months. So now you guys might be thinking, why does that even matter? Because that just means that Sony had enough stock to finally go and drop a random queue without the invite links. As what also means that they kind of changed up the system, so we can maybe now be expecting the random PlayStation 5, PlayStation Directs happening again, which is very, very nice. I mean, I do kind of like the heads up notice, but There was a few times where people just got a hold of the invite queues, and then the stock was extremely small, and not many folks even had a chance to get a console because, well, everyone knew about the emails, everyone knew the kind of system, and it does seem like Sony is completely changing up the restocks. Like, it really is nice. So once again, they did have the same format for, it was around like 5 months ever since the very start of the PlayStation consoles, and then it had like that 3-month period, like I mentioned, where it only did the invites and then only did the restocks right afterwards, and now we're finally back to that normal, that kind of nice chill system. So why I think this is good. I like the idea. I like the fact that Sony's kind of mixing up the system, and as well, it's also making it more so random general public members have a nice chance to go and get these consoles again. Now, it's also surprising too, because we did also see a lot of Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I've been kind of saying throughout this week with Labor Day and that Monday off, and people and big employees didn't want to go pay the extra money, of course, because they have to pay like time and a half for a lot of those big holidays. They were just like, you want to what? Let's go bust one out on Friday. So this is what I was kind of talking about, that some of these big retailers may do some random weird drops that kind of move things over one day or whatever. So I'm kind of happy it happened. But like I said, it's just cool. It's just cool that it completely changed. It's cool that we're kind of back in this old format, and it's cool that it was a public queue that anyone could have joined. So like I said, if you guys ever want to, I do try my best to put community posts on, so make sure you guys are subscribed and the notifications on. If you guys saw my previous video, I did put a little comment on there, so anyone who clicked on that video when it went live, they probably saw the queue, and we're hopefully able to go and join it, and then same thing up on Twitter. But we also did get a little bit trolled on this too as well. So with all that like nice kind of hyping on up for Sony, there is always that very small chance it could have been a little bit of a troll or maybe a mishap. Because when it first actually went live, if you guys went to the individual PlayStation Direct links, it actually just went straight here. It literally went straight to the direct.playstation, just hardware right over here, and that's all it did. And everyone's like kind of confused because it said that the queue was live. It said that it was working. It said that it was happening. You know, all of that lovely good stuff, like basically that a drop is about to happen. But everyone who was clicking on links, even my links included, were a little bit confused because it just took us straight to this actual page. So it wasn't in the actual normal queue, whereas you guys know, if you guys have been trying to get your consoles for a while, if you guys go to the PlayStation Direct queues over here, then it goes and basically has a little CAPTCHA. You get in the CAPTCHA itself, and then you basically enter a queue that's like, hey, you have to wait 1 hour, or like it's more so a countdown first, 20 minutes, and then 15, then 10, and then it kind of gives you a waiting queue time for everything else. So a lot of us were confused because we kind of got trolled. It was like one of the longest queue directs. It was like 50 minutes when it first got hit by the APIs and pings, and everyone's like, well, it's happening, right? Like it's just gonna happen. Like, do we know? Because like I said, it just went to these weird pages of just pure consoles. So we did get a little bit trolled, which I'm not sure if that's maybe an indicator for future drops too, or if they just want to maybe go and have like an hour-long pre-notice and then set up the website. Maybe it actually could have even been a mistake, and all my talking I said in the very first start of the video, although I kind of doubt it, was a little bit more of a weird mess up. But I kind of doubt that too, because if they had enough stock to go and sell the consoles and they're being shipped, then we can kind of go from there. But yeah, all around kind of cool. And also, in case you guys are curious, they also did go and not have the 2-day shipping. So anyone who actually did order their console, they're gonna have to wait a little bit longer than expected. Usually PlayStation Direct's usually like a 2-day shipping, kind of like, Amazon Prime. They try to liquidly split that up and hook you guys up with your consoles ASAP. But for some odd reason throughout this PlayStation Direct, it was actually a little bit longer. So I'm not sure if that's maybe a bad sign that they just didn't have the stock on hand, or maybe because it's on Friday, they're like, you want to know what? Let's just deal with all this stuff on Monday. We'll ship it out then. And we kind of go from there and get our people's consoles there. But I think it was also kind of a nice factor, too, that they literally just had their PlayStation event that just happened. So now they also have their nice little PlayStation Direct the day afterwards. So if any of you guys got lucky either today from the Target or PlayStation Direct drops, leave a comment down below and keep me in the loop because I love seeing this. Please send me a picture, tweet me a picture and all that. Always love when you guys get the hookup on all their restocks. But that's pretty much about it. We actually do have a little bit of a change up for PlayStation Directs. Hopefully this will mean that we'll have a really good next week, because this week was blah. It's probably the only words I could probably accurately describe this entire week. We also did the Target drop too, which not many folks had too good of luck with, which also kind of stinks. But you know what? At least we had something going on. At least we got some sort of a hookup. And like I said, if you guys got anything, leave a comment down below. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We'll have another video later on tonight. As well, if you guys want to hang out on Twitter and Twitch, links down below. Amazon links as well, link down below for the PS5 disc digital console controller. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. And hopefully you guys got lucky. And if you guys didn't, I will still be here for you guys for the next time. I'll try my best to help you guys get all your consoles ASAP. Love you guys.